Hello YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Welcome to my channel. Man, it's a chilly morning. Gave the girls some bones. Got out their winter beds because it is starting to get cold. It is, about 56 degrees, about 68% humidity. It is a chilly morning. Is that bone delicious, girl? Is that bone delicious? Oh, this one right here, man, you don't want to mess with her bone. She's the meanest one, man. This Doberman. Whew. Well, let me get my stuff ready. Let's go walking. Man, it is so cold out right now. Whew. Maybe I should bring a hoodie. Running the heater today, that's for sure. Well, got the heater running for the first time of the year. It is freaking chilly. I got about a 45-minute drive to go to where I'm going to go hike today. It's going to be kind of a short hike. I haven't been out in this area in probably 2.5 years maybe. So, I'm driving through the Saguaro National Park. Lines on the road, therefore they're pretty noisy. I'm coming up on a place called the Desert Museum. That's where all the tourist people go. I want to go in. I haven't been in there a while. They got a Crestedsaguaros in the parking lot, which I haven't seen probably about 2 years. So I'm going to swing in there. I have no idea what time it opens. It's about 8:20 a.m. in the morning. I left my house at 8. But this is a desert museum. I mean, it's a cool place if you've never been here and you're from out of state. But I will say this, it's a very expensive place to come to, especially the food. If you want to eat anything in there, the food is, man, it's like Disneyland. Expensive. I have no idea what time it opens, but we are the first 3 people here. That guy there, me, and this people over here. But if you come to the Desert Museum, right over here, as you're walking up to the front entrance, that's the front entrance, there's a Crestedsaguaros right there. And let's go check on it and see how it's doing. I haven't been here in a while. First time I've ever been able to park this close. That's an Oregon pipe cactus there. Check this out. This thing's probably about 10 feet. It is freezing out, man. This thing is healthy. I know it's cold, but you still got to keep your eyes out for snakes. Freaking teddy bear cactus. I hate those, man. Go on the other side. Oh, right through a spider web. You see the crest part right here? Let's step on this rock. Pretty cool. Probably got another 20 minutes to go. That's what it's crested or Crestedsaguaros. You can pause it and read that. That's the Desert Museum. Alright, let's get going. There's another place I want to stop and check. I'm here at the old Tucson studios. Only 4 people here. I don't know what time it opens, but there is a Crestedsaguaros just right up the road right here that I haven't seen in a while. I want to go check it out. Probably been 2.5 years since I've seen that. Oh, got a signal finally. A healthy one. Gotten a little bit taller. Nice, thick, healthy one. Cool. All right, let's head to the trailhead where I'm going to go hike today. All right, coming up onto my turn where I have to go. This place is called Ironwood Picnic Grounds. The Kissing Saguaro is over that peak, about 1.5 miles that way. And this is the entrance. I don't know what's going on today. There's hardly any people out on the road today. Yeah, the gates are open. Like I said, it's probably been 2.5 years. I have no phone signal out here, so there used to be 2 Crestedsaguaros out here, and I know where one is, but no clue where the other one is. I came out last time I was out here 2.5 years ago. I was trying to find it, and I must have did 8-9 miles just hiking all over the place trying to find it, and I could never find it. So I don't know if it fell over or not. But the last time I videotaped and took pictures of that before the 2.5 years, the last time I was here was probably 5 years ago. So this cold weather loosens everything. This door is chattering and squeaking and it's driving me nuts. So I got to drive all the way to the end of this. This is all these picnic areas that you can come here and have a picnic with your families. I've never seen anybody here having picnics, so I think in the 70s it was a big thing going out in the desert and having a picnic. But nowadays everybody says it's too hot. I got about I don't know, 3/4 mile to drive to the end of this. Alright, I left my house at 8 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock in the morning now. No dogs allowed, no e-bikes, no pedal assist. I saw a couple mountain bikers here, but it's a huge area, man. Tucson Mountain Park. I came from way up here. Let's see, where are we? We are right here. So, Howgrass Road, that's the long road you have to drive down. Caliche Flats Trails. I have to go past that from here to here. I think it's Prickly Pear Trailhead that I'm supposed to go down, and that other one that I could never find, it's supposed to be over in this area, which from here to here is probably a good 3-mile hike. But yeah, a really weird guy pulled up in that car. He just kind of stopped and just looked at me. That's the one huge, big, healthy ironwood. Looks like the one in my yard. Look, he's just, there he goes, he's driving off. Really weird guy. He came in here and I was standing there and he stopped and he just stared at me. Then he pulled up there a little bit and stopped and stared at me, and then he backed in over there, and he'd been sitting there the whole time I've been standing here. Now I'm leaving, he's driving off. Weird people, man. Somebody left something here. What is this? Empty case. Alright, let's go see if this crested is still standing. The weather is starting to warm up a little bit. Supposed to be a high of 74 today, they say. I'm telling you, it was freezing when I got up. Anything up and down these washes? Cold weather's got all the wildlife hiding. Okay, Prickly Poppy Trail. That is the name of the trail if you ever want to come to Ironwood and hike and go see this Crestedsaguaro. I've ridden all these trails already. This is the main road up here. There's an old abandoned van out in the ditch. Maybe I'll go check that out when I get done with here. But fork in the road, you don't want to go right, you want to go left. And from here to the Crested is probably a 20-minute walk. So total to the freaking parking lot to the Crested is probably 25-minute walk. If you don't get distracted like I do, and you can get there pretty quick. But we've been getting a lot of rain and flooding. You can see the ground's still moist over here. It's really weird how much rain and flooding we've been getting. This is the perfect area where javelinas like to hide and stuff like this. I'm always on guard for javelina to come shooting out of these things, because they'll wait to the last second for you to walk up on them before they'll shoot out. That's probably the hardest part of this whole trail right there if you're mountain biking. What the top tip of the saguaro arm looks like right here. Looks like cotton inside there. And then when all the fruit and flowers come out, it looks pretty cool. But there's the crest. I can see it right there. I did ask my baby sister if she wanted to come hiking with me. She said nope. So I'm doing solo hike today. She decided she wanted to go work with my wife today. Because my other sister is sick. That usually goes with her on the weekends. But I told my wife, you got a spare sister now. Uh-oh. Cholla forest. I hate cholla cactus. There it is. Another nice double crest. Last time I was here was February 2023. I'll throw a picture up here of what this looks like. I'm facing west right now. And we'll see how much it changed. There's the shadow of it right here. Crested shadow. I do not remember this little baby arm being here. This one right here. Look at this, a big old spider web. Huh. Let's go down here. Get a view from down here. It's like muddy down in here. Now, I was looking at pictures before I came out here. It looks similar to me. It don't look like it's even changed. But we'll put a picture next to it, and then we'll see. Alright, the double crested on Prickly Pear Trailhead and Ironwood Picnic Grounds. You got to be really careful when you're hiking, because this is a bush. Alright? That's a bush. This is a Christmas tree cholla cactus that looks like a bush. That will tear your legs up. Ask me how I know. That's a baby saguaro, and there's a baby saguaro growing right there. Christmas cholla cactus. Very, 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 very painful. Alright, so I might go check out that abandoned van, see if it's still there. Let me see. Bikers, let's see if they notice me. She did.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good morning.
Good morning. He almost crashed the second guy. They didn't notice me to the last second though. If I would have squatted down, they would have never saw me. You gotta be aware of your surroundings, man, because Mountain lion hide just like that, you never see them. Well, it's starting to get warm and humid. I'm starting to sweat like crazy now. This is some crazy Arizona weather, man. Freezing at night, chilly in the morning, and hot in the afternoon. Alright, I'm over here at K9 parking. Over there's the Ironwood Picnic. The Tucson Studios is over there. K9 parking. You want to take this trail. You don't want to take that first trail to the right. You want to take the second trail that goes off to the right. It's going to go left. And you're going to take that right, and you're going to go about, I don't know, 12 minutes. And then you'll be headed towards that Dodge. But yeah, that's Kinney Road right there. So let's go see if that van's still there. K9 parking's over there. The trail will split left there and right. You want to take the right trail and hike up this a little ways until you get about up there, and you want to go drop down and go in the wash. And that's where the abandoned van will be. I've tried finding information on that van for years, and I could not find information. That's Kinney Road right there, if anybody's wondering. And Old Tucson's just right up there, which I was there this morning. But and then there's a wash right here. Now you can walk up that wash and you eventually run into the van, but it's so chunky and bushes in the wash that it's much easier to just take this trail. And when the trail starts to go that way, you'll cut across and go to the wash, and you'll run into the van out there. It's like a 1953 split window Dodge van. Yeah. And it's probably, depends on how fast you walk, 10, 15 minutes max to get to that little van. Which is, like I said, I have no clue how they got it out there, because it's impossible to drive up that wash. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in 1953 it was easier. Who knows? There used to be a Crested up there. Used to park at K7 and then hike up there. But it has fallen over about 3 years ago. You used to be able to see it from right here. You could see it up on that hill, surrounded by cholla cactus. Okay, so the trail starts to go that way. We're gonna go that way towards the wash. So I dropped down in the wash. I've been walking up the wash, and you can see evidence, pieces of the van. I could see it in the trees up there. So it's still here. I do not have the slightest clue how they got this van up in here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe at one time this wash was drivable. And it's part of the door. That has washed down, because this used to be up there right behind that van. Huh. But like I said, we've been getting a lot of freaking rain and flooding here in the last month. This is a cool van, man. I would like to be able to put this in my yard as yard art, because it says Action Home Cleaners, and that's my wife and I's business. We have, it's not Action Home Cleaners, but we have a cleaning service. Yeah, that thing, look at it. Somebody's been out here and jumped on top of the roof. That's all caved in. That didn't used to be like that. Wow, I get around these stickers. Well, I thought it was a split window van. It's not. I'm thinking VW. Somebody's been out here and destroying it. Broken glass. That glass wasn't here last time I was out here. Took the doghouse. They used to have a doghouse covering the motor. Now, make sure I look inside it, because snakes like to get up in the top areas of the things. Well, there's your problem right there. Darn engine's upside down. Window with the view. People that do them, what do they call them, stealth campings, they should come out here and try camping inside this this van. There used to be a seat here too. That's gone. But it's still here though. I remember when I first came out here, the door was on. Both doors were on here and both doors were on the back. And it had the windshield. And that's gone. But it still looks pretty cool, man. For yard art. That's cool. Well, it took about 12 minutes to hike out here. Normally you just come right down here and you go back over there and you'll run into the trail, but I wanted to come down in the wash to see if there's any pieces of it floating down the wash. But gun ranges over there, they've been shooting like crazy. I think I'm going to end the video here. So if you like these kind of videos, exploration videos, I know some people ask me if my baby sister's going to do more hiking with me. I try every time to get her to go with me, but she just, I don't know, she's not a hiker. She likes to go out and explore every now and then, but she's not a hiker. Out of all my family, I got 3 brothers, 4 brothers and 3 sisters. I'm the only one that goes out and does anything adventurous. She would be the next one in line that would attempt it once in a while. But if you liked these videos, give me a thumbs up, leave me a message down below, and if the Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, I'll see you guys in my next adventure. Thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. Leave me comments. I love interacting with everybody. And if the Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, see you guys in my next adventure. I'm gone. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gone. Know where to put my keys.